General Jerry, I want to ask you before we bring the fans on, because we do have fans that watch WWE also, and it's crazy that I'm actually switching the subject. We're going to bring people on for Connor, but we have some very, very disturbing news that came out that I only found out about when I came home because I was busy. And the special breaking news is about WWE's Paige and Xavier Woods and former WWE star Brad Maddox engaged in sexual intercourse that can be seen across social media. Can you tell the fans, as we pull up this article right now on this?
Yeah.
Let's pull the article up first, because the reason why I'm doing this is because we can even cut this video and put this part up where you're talking about this, because this, I got home this morning, General Jerry, and I saw it, and I've never seen anything employee of WWE engaging in this type of behavior.
Well, I mean, this hasn't been the first time it's happened to Seth Rollins. You remember that scenario when it's happened to many people? Now, apparently, we have other breaking news. This is the breaking news.
Are you about to? Oh, don't do this to me again.
There has been pictures of Caitlyn that have been up. Caitlyn, and apparently multiple WWE female stars are at risk of this type of this kind of leaks and stuff like that. And apparently one of Caitlyn's pictures have been leaked.
So I gotta go on Google and type Caitlyn?
Well, I wouldn't, just in case you get flagged, man.
Oh, okay. But just in the Google. I just type it into Google.
Yeah.
I won't. I gotta be careful with. Wait, how you spell WWE Kate?
Yeah. No, K. Gets a K.
K. Caitlyn. Okay. Do they got any articles of it up at this point?
At this point in time, no. But the subreddit does have it, and I wouldn't go on it because they still have stuff like that, you know, with her.
But it's out. It's out right now.
But it's out right now, and apparently there we are, leaked next. There you go.
Right here. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking at this, Caitlyn is on the leak list. They got a leak list. That's what you're talking about, General Jerry?
They got a leak list. Apparently, now the one from Alexa Bliss is fake.
Oh, okay, great. I'm glad you're telling us.
They're saying that the Alexa Bliss one is fake. But
yeah, General Jerry, titties look real good. yeah, this is what I like. People, the boxing fans right now are saying, "Thank God for General Jerry." Can you believe? See, people always act like that. Wow. Oh my God. And she. Oh wait, I gotta be careful because I don't want to go too far down and I see the picture. Then we'll be flagged.
Oh my God.
We're going to give the floor to you, General Jerry. Tell us about the thing going on with Paige and Xavier Woods. Will there be implications?
First of all, a lot of people are saying that Paige will be fired. I highly doubt that. The reason being is because this actually isn't her fault. Now, yes, she did record stuff as well as Xavier Woods and Brad Maddox. They did record stuff, blah, blah, blah. She did do it. But at the same time, they were personal videos. Now, I think they'll treat this like they did with the Seth Rollins thing, and they'll ignore it. I think WWE will do it. Now, Paige is a little bit different because she's kind of on thin ice at this point. She's failed drug tests and other stuff like that. But I have to say this. I actually do feel sorry for Paige. And I think people saying that she should be fired because of this, I think is ridiculous, because saying that she should be fired is the same thing as saying, well, Seth Rollins should be fired. Well, Sonny should be kicked out of the Hall of Fame. X-Pac should be kicked out, shouldn't be on WWE TV and shouldn't be representing WWE. So you can't say that she should get fired when other stars have been in this activity as well. You know what I mean? So you can't kind of, it's almost like a double standard, essentially. So you can't really say that. In terms of Paige, I do feel sorry for her to a certain degree because it's not her fault. These pictures were taken from her and stuff like that. And, and apparently there's more pictures that are on the way, Dawn. There is more, and this is very similar to what happened to Emma Watson.
Mhm.
A lot of you remember that. It happened to Kim Kardashian. Do you remember that shit? The thing is, though, and a lot of people aren't talking about this, is this going to make her more popular, Don?
I think so.
I think it's going to make her more popular because even YouTubers that you know, when stuff like this, you know, you remember the Means and the Atheist when his thing got leaked, he fucking got really popular because of it. So do people say, oh, she's done? No, she's far from done. And in fact, there's actual, you know, people in the casual that don't even watch wrestling now. You know, I've seen people from the boxing community talking about this, Don. I've seen people from the MMA community talking about this, Don. This is how crazy this shit is.
You feel like all this stuff is going to just be like transfer over. It's going to be crossover.
Yeah, it's going to be crossover. Yeah.
UFC and boxing is crossover appeal.
Yeah. And I think because people are like, well, who's Paige? Who's she? Let me check her out here. Let me check out a few matches. Okay, oh, this is WWE. All right, I can dig this. I can just watch the female matches. Oh, is that a guy wrestling? Well, I might as well just check that out. So, you know, you can take a negative situation and turn it into a positive. You know what I mean? So for people to say that this is the end of her and that she's a bitch, I've even heard that, Dawn. People calling her a bitch and that she needs to die and stuff. That's just crazy.
Why she deserve that? No.
No, she doesn't deserve that, and I do feel bad for her. You know, I feel terrible for her, but you know, I'll tell you what though, it gives a whole new meaning to Xavier Woods' channel, up, down, doesn't it, Don?
Oh, now, General Jury, you're not a big fan of the New Day.
No, I hate them.
The New Day's run because Xavier was in that sex tape, and it's hard to sell Bootio cereal when you getting the real Bootios. So, it looks like Xavier's run with the New Day probably is up, but you feel that what kind of consequence do you think will be for Xavier Woods?
I don't think there will be a consequence. Well, WWE just posted that he got over 1 million subscribers now, so they're not like ashamed of him. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They're not ashamed of him, so I don't think they're. I mean, Brad Maddox has already left. You know, so I mean, because like, look what happened to Seth Rollins. That man still had the fucking championship.
Yeah,
I remember he ended up winning it.
Got exposed.
He got exposed, and his popularity shot through the moon. You know, so it's crazy. I need to grab a cigarette fluid here. 2 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, General Jerry's grabbing a cigarette, but if you didn't hear, and we know we have a lot of boxing fans, but I think that everybody will agree with us that you like to see some titties and ass in Paige, and that's Caitlyn right there. But Paige has engaged in a sexual threesome with Xavier Woods, Brad Maddox, and she enjoyed every minute of it. She currently goes out with Alberto Del Rio, who recently left the WWE and is now in TNA. But she hasn't been seen on television since a neck injury, and she's on very, very thin ice. I think this will be the nail in her coffin. I think the ice will break. I think this personally me. I think Paige will be released for the company, and I believe Xavier Woods will be released. When did this comment happen about Xavier Woods 1 million? Did this sex tape come out? I heard, because from what I heard, and I did research, Jerry, and I might be wrong, but I heard the $1 million compliment came before the sex tape. That's what I heard. They said it happened before. They did not give him this credit. If they knew that would happen, somebody said they would have not, because I did research. But what did your research say? Did it happen after?
I need to double check, but by the looks of it, WWE, because like it's hard to say.
His name in right now. That's it.
It's hard to say, but with Xavier especially, you know, he's a guy that is very popular on YouTube, so I don't think they'll get rid of him. You know, and stuff like that. He, you know, I listen. Somebody actually did a Twitter profile of Brad Maddox naked on Twitter, and it's now turned into a meme. Oh my god, it was the most ridiculous sight I've ever seen in my life. I'm sorry, Don. Brad Maddox allowed Xavier Woods to give him the New Day. To give her the New Day.
New Day. Yes, it is. You hate the New Day. It says that right here, this article from Sportskeeda, WWE News, Vince McMahon congratulates Xavier Woods and say New Day rocks, fan go crazy over timing blunder. It says, let me just read this. Hours before the internet exploded with leaked images and videos of WWE superstars Paige in an intimate situation with New Day member Xavier Woods and former superstar Brad Maddox, WWE chairman, CEO, and majority owner Vincent Kennedy McMahon congratulated Woods for his success of the Up, Up, Down, Down. As Xavier Woods celebrated 1 million subscribers, he was congratulated by boss and WWE head Hacho, as seen in the tweets below. Woods thanked Vince McMahon and invited him on the show. In case you didn't know, Up, Up, Down, Down is a YouTube channel run by Woods in which he invites WWE superstars to play video games. Through his channel, he showcases his love for playing video games and also establishes WWE superstar in a different light. Having reached 1 million subscribers, Xavier Woods invited Stephanie McMahon on the channel. Wow. The heart of the matter, the irony of the situation lies in the timing. Soon after Vince McMahon sent out his congratulatory message, Paige private videos were leaked. Wow, soon after Vince McMahon sent, so it was leaked after. Paige private videos were leaked in which she was seen in a compromising situation with Xavier Woods. Vince McMahon and WWE have distanced themselves from sex-related scandals ever since the company became PG. New Day Ross, congrats to Xavier. It's like he was congratulating him on the sex tape. It seems like.
It's true.
It says author's take. This is the last thing I want to say, Jerry. Image seen Vince McMahon on Up, Up, Downtown. Imagine watching the chairman of the board playing video games and talking out of character with Xavier Woods. Unfortunately, this scenario is bound to remain just a dream after the controversy surrounding the leaked private videos. We do hope that in the future, bygones can be bygones and Vince McMahon does appear on Up, Up, Down, Down. Now, so because General Jerry, you cover WWE every day, and I don't know how you do it, but
yeah.
So you're saying from your analysis, they will not fire Paige or Xavier Woods over the situation?
Paige is like 50-50, but I would say no. I think if they're going to fire, they're going to wait another year or, once he recovers.
Will there be any type of suspension, any type of penalty?
I don't think they'll, because they never did it with Seth Rollins. So they didn't give him a penalty. So, and by the looks of it, WWE do distance themselves away from certain scandals and stuff like that. So they're aware of it, obviously, but they won't even talk about it to him. I don't even think they'll talk about it. They'll just say, whatever, it happens, blah, 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 blah.